Welcome, my friends. I'm Carlos, and this is Steven. And
What's up, guys?
I'm obviously in Jersey at his house, at his Redolessence studio. Today, we're going to do a review of an inspired expression from the house of Dua called Majestic Taif. Keep it right there.
Brooklyn fragrance lover. Brooklyn fragrance lover.
As you know, Dua is a house that does inspired expressions of different perfumes that are out there, a lot of niche stuff, mostly.
Recently, it's mostly niche, yeah.
This one is called Majestic Taif. It's an inspired expression of Redolescence's Taif Oud.
Okay, cool.
I've never tried the original.
Yeah.
You got a sample of it.
I do, yeah.
It's on my hand.
And what do you think of it?
Well, let's talk about the notes, first of all.
Okay, cool. So, obviously, Taif, it's a city located in Saudi Arabia, and it's a variation of rose that is highly sought after and also pretty expensive. The fragrance also contains jasmine from grass. It has, or grass rather. It has agarwood, as the name of the original would imply. It also contains a lot of resins like olibanum, labdanum. It has some woodsy notes in the base as well. It also has bergamot in there. Ylang-ylang is another floral. It's a very densely populated note breakdown, but certainly the emphasis is on the agarwood and the rose.
What I get from the original is a super huge dose of really magnificent rose.
Yeah.
But as Roja always does, the funky oud comes in, so the beauty comes in that animalic, push of aroma, and it's definitely a juxtaposition. This one opens very rosy. I would say not quite as rosy as the original. This is not as funky on the animalic notes. On my skin, at least.
Agreed, yeah.
Okay? Which, you guys know, I prefer that. It's not the closest to the target, but it's a great fragrance.
Yeah.
It smells really good. I like that it lacks the animalic side. Much more wearable. And to be totally transparent, I don't like rose all that much. I have to be in the mood. Valentine's Day makes me in the mood. But as a fragrance guy, I don't typically gravitate towards overly rosy fragrances.
True.
And these both are that.
Yeah.
I would say that, in my opinion, that this is probably 85%. Close to that.
Okay. Yeah. So in terms of the differences, I pick up the most in the opening, and so here it is, Roja Taif. There's not much in there, and obviously it's a very expensive fragrance, and it's also an exclusive to Fortnum & Mason, so it's very hard to find. And I do get most of the differences in the opening, but then it settles down to pretty much the same thing for me. Like you said, it's a rose bomb. The rose is up front and center. So I think if you are a fan of a lot of really popular niche rose-based fragrances, I think you're really going to like this one. Yes, I do get the agarwood in there. So it is the kind of, it's not the rose oud combo that you would expect.
Oh, it's different.
But it's definitely in that family. So it's not like a lot of the rose oud combos that you see on the market that, I don't know, especially now after you get your nose on so many, they kind of start to smell repetitive. Not in a bad way though. But this one, it does do things differently, and it has that lush, opulent characteristic about it that you would expect from a Roja fragrance. And I just think for 85 to 90% similar is just incredible.
He upped it. No, never mind.
I would say
I was going to say 80 in my head, but this just really lacks that animalic quality that the Roja clearly has.
And this is the original, right?
Yeah. Smell it on my skin, bro. You can smell the funky side of the original. Original.
So this is the original. Where's the Dua?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. They just smell similar to me.
Oh, definitely. But it's not as quite as funky.
So I love rose. I'm not a floral guy.
Listen to me. We do not have to concur on every single... Say what you got to say, my friend. He thinks it's just as animalic on the skin.
No. I actually don't think that. I don't... So I do
I
find
put
the
words
original...
in his mouth. Why am I always putting words in your mouth? Could you let the guy talk? Oh, my Lord.
Personally, I have smelled a lot of agarwood fragrances that tend to be a little bit on the animalic side. This one, for some reason, doesn't smell too animalic to me.
This or the original?
The original.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and then once they dry down, and it really does become about the spicy nuances of the rose, and it softens down a little bit, I think they're just incredibly similar to one another. And personally, I'm not a florals guy. I don't like ylang-ylang, I don't like freesia, I don't like some of these tropical florals. And rose is a floral that I love. It's rose, heliotrope, iris, and orange blossom.
Flower.
Yep. And I love it. I really do love this one. This is one that I would actually wear, even in public, like going to work or whatever. The only thing about this one is that maybe it's a little bit too pungent.
Smell right this minute.
Okay.
I reapplied. Not a little bit of funkiness. It smoothed out. By the time I was trying to talk you into it, it kind of went away. But I sprayed it again because I knew I smelled something funky. Do you smell it?
Yeah. No, you make a point. In the opening, there is a bit of an animalic character about it.
It smooths out, but it is there. Of the two, I'd have to honestly say that I'd be more comfortable in public wearing this one.
Oh, cool. Awesome.
The rose is a little less.
Yeah. Or the agarwood is less.
Everything.
Everything. Okay, cool.
Rose and then the funky aspect.
Awesome. So I've had this, because I own a bottle as well, and I've had this for a couple days now. And it wears really nicely, and it lasts a long time. It lasts a long time.
To be honest, in my opinion, most do last for quite some time. That's never an issue.
Yeah.
You know, whatever may be an issue is perhaps how close it is to the intended fragrance, but when it comes to projection and performance, that's typically not an issue with this brand.
So the thing is, I got a package from Duo Fragrances, recently, and it was this fragrance, their original blend, Scorched Pineapple, and Vanille Fatale, their clone of Vanille Fatale called Fatal Vanilla. And I sprayed all three. This on my left hand, Scorched Pineapple on my right, and then Vanille Fatale on my...
Scorched is here. You want to smell it?
Okay. That's nice too. The thing is, this was the strongest of the three. My wife walked into the house and she goes, "What did you just spray?" I don't think she liked it, to be honest with you, but she's not a fan of like oody, rosy.
In full disclosure, wifey pretty much doesn't like a lot of our stuff.
Yeah, if I want to please her, I just gotta wear Nautica Voyage. Or...
yeah, freshies. Stick to the freshies.
Yeah, but the Scorched Pineapple is really nice on you too.
It's very birchy.
Yeah.
Which is very smoky.
It's funny because it contains pineapple and birch leaf, yet it smells nothing like Aventus.
No.
Nothing like it.
If I see anyone making a comparison, I'm going to say, you know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Or I'll have to disagree with you, respectfully.
Politely, yeah.
Well, that's all we have for you today on Duo Fragrances Majestic Taif. Hope you enjoyed, and thank you for doing it with me.
Anytime. Always a pleasure. I'm always so stoked to talk about fragrances,
We can talk all day. We are true fragrance nerds.
Yeah, a little too much sometimes, but it is what it is.
Thanks so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you have tried it, let us know down below. If you're new to this channel, please consider subscribing to Brooklyn Fragrance of Redolessence. If you haven't been a subscriber, click on the bell icon so you don't miss notifications on new review, new content, giveaways, and all the guests here at BFL. Thanks for watching.